Hello and welcome back to my F1 2019 career mode, here today at Monza with my good friend Sinner.
Greetings.
Greetings, of course. How are you today, Sinner?
That's pretty
Hope you're well.
predictable. Yeah, I'm doing well, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm not bad, thank you. Very much looking forward to this race. Now, starting with the race, we will have to start last, unfortunately. Due to unforeseen circumstances with the engine in the car. We got into this round having just replaced the engine at Spa. So, one race ago, we got into this race. Jeff was telling us there's all sorts of problems with the engine, and we've basically had to change every single component again. So, yeah, we will start last no matter where we qualify, so there's not actually much point in qualifying. But it's a 100% distance race at Monza, of course, which I probably should have put in the title, but I forgot. So we will have plenty of time to fight through the field, and judging off practice pace in it, I think we should be able to do that.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's going to be a good showing of the Ferrari and, giving everyone a look at the absolute power it's got. I think it's going to be a strong car. It's going to have maybe a little bit of difficulty getting through the field, but once you're through the field, I think you're up. It's still going to be challenging with the top half of the field.
Yeah, definitely. We are still theoretically the second fastest car, which I don't think that chart is accurate, to be honest, because practice pace would suggest a very different story to that. Of course, it is just practice, so people probably aren't pushing flat out, but yeah.
Is that McLaren with a huge upgrade there?
Yeah, it is. McLaren have gone from the 6th fastest car to the 3rd in the span of like 2 races. So they've made a massive jump in performance over the last few races. We, of course, still currently lead the Drivers' Championship after our win last time out. Perez still 2nd, Bottas 3rd, Verstappen 4th. They aren't really in the mix just yet. They might be coming into the mix later on, but not quite at the moment. Vettel, of course, still struggling with his pretty appalling reliability, to be fair.
Yeah, he's had some terrible luck and, found himself in precarious positions during races, and it's ended up hurting him.
Yeah. I think what's going on basically with Vettel is you can see he's had 2 DNFs and 3 appalling finishes. I think he's just not replacing his components and taking the penalties like we are. So I think his components are obviously still very worn like ours, but he's going into the race with them components and they must be failing is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and unfortunately last time out he was at the front and his car broke.
Yeah, that's happened a couple of times. It happened at Canada as well, let's not forget. But let's get into qualifying. I will do one shakedown lap just to show you guys the setup and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go through the entire qualifying because there's no point. Because even if we got pole, we would have to start last. Which is a shame, but of course it should make for a very interesting race.
Yeah, it's going to be a good old scrap.
Vettel not had the best pace in practice either, but I would hope he'll be able to push his way up to a high position.
Yeah, we saw a few weird times in the practice with various compounds and certain drivers running different compounds.
Yeah, Bottas running the hard tyre, didn't actually run the soft tyre at all.
Yeah, it gives us some idea of what he's thinking.
Yeah, he's obviously thinking go long. Now, I'm trying to remember how many laps the race actually is. I think it's 53. Which basically would mean a one-stop strategy for us, starting on the medium, going on to the soft. But apparently it might rain towards the end of the race, so that's something to keep an eye on. Setup wise, Obviously, no fuel. I'm running 1-3 wings just for maximum straight line speed. Some of you guys might think that's very unstable, but we'll get into that with the suspension geometry. Gearbox, transmission settings, I'm running 65% on the throttle, 100% off throttle. So that's a locked off throttle diff, so that if I'm going into a corner off the throttle, all the wheels spin at the same speed. So it gives me a lot more stability. Suspension geometry, I've gone very aggressive, which you can run at this track because there's not actually that much tyre wear to look out for, which is good. Suspension ride height and anti-rolls and stuff I've left pretty low, just because, you know, you want that maximum rake that you can get for a bit more straight line speed, bit more stability again. Brakes, left them pretty much as they are, just adjust the pressure slightly. And tyres, I've brought the pressures down all the way around just so we can look after the tyres a bit more. Let's fast forward, watch some people get some laps on. They are not good laps, people, I will tell you that now, they are not good laps. A 19.0 is nothing.
Yeah, I was expecting to see into the 17s.
Yeah, we did a 17.9 something in practice. So unless the track conditions aren't amazing, they're very slow. Rain in 10 to 15 minutes, says Jeff. We will do one flying lap, and of course we'll box the car after that, because there's not much point in actually continuing, as I've said. But we will run max revs, max ERS deployment for this lap. Vettel is currently fastest at the moment, so that's good. We have a comment. Gratsu from May.
Yes, hello, May.
222 miles an hour there from us. Very fast. That's an advantage of the 1-3 wings, of course. Ooh, that was a pretty bad lockup. I don't think that actually helped us any, so I will use a flashback. Just because it doesn't really matter where we qualify anyway.
Yep, because once again, you are starting where?
Last.
Yes, it's unfortunate, but it is.
Way too much curb there, sorry. Go on, Tina.
Yeah, too much curb, too many rocks.
Oh, I'm just messing this up at that turn. I'm not going to use another flashback.
Mind the fence while you're there.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like there's as much grip as there was in practice. Absolutely flying through there though.
Track conditions has changed a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. We should be fastest here, I think, even though it was a pretty scruffy lap. Oh, we aren't actually. 18.9.
Yeah, that's not a great lap. You did a better time than that on the medium tyre.
Yeah, we did. I'll try and actually do the proper lap here. If I've got enough fuel. We should have. That was much better. Three tenths up.
That's more like it.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
6/10 up now. Still not going to be a fantastic lap. This is going to be an 18.2, I think, 18.1. Only 2/10 off what we did in practice, which is strange because, yeah, it must be the conditions on track aren't quite as good.
Our best lap so far is a 1:18.1.
But there we go. That will be us done for qualifying, as there isn't much point in continuing. Vettel's all the way down in P10 on a 19.0. Nobody... Oh, actually, yeah. I was going to say there's no one too surprisingly out, but Carlos Sainz in the Red Bull is the slowest car on track.
He must have an issue.
Yeah. He was slowest in all 3 practice sessions as well, just so you guys know. So, there must be something either wrong with his car, or he's just struggling, I guess. Now, obviously going into Q2, we're not going to set a lap in Q2, because that would just be wasting a set of tyres for no reason. But hopefully that shakedown lap shows you guys the sort of pace we have. And let's get to the race. Vettel fastest, 18.6. So that's looking good for Ferrari at least. Hopefully Vettel will be able to carry that pace on and get pole. But of course it is Vettel. So we aren't always entirely sure.
No, his form has been a little bit inconsistent.
Yeah, it definitely has. And you can't blame the car for it, because the car, for me at least, has been fantastic pretty much all season. Apart from the opening 2 races, I would say.
So, unfortunately, we've picked up some grid penalties, and we'll be starting further back than you expect.
Def telling us there we've got some grid penalties.
That'll depend on what the other drivers get.
So,
Yeah, it's quite obvious, Jeff.
yeah.
We know.
So it's a dry, sunny start to the race, which should be good for our tyres. Gets a bit cloudier later on, and then starts raining towards the end. So that's something we've got to look out for. Obviously we've got to keep in mind the strategy calls for that. And I'm thinking it should be a one-stop race. Probably going to start on the medium so we don't burn our tyres out fighting through traffic at the start.
It's race day here in Italy once again.
Let's see who grabbed pole. I hope it's Vettel.
The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line?
It doesn't look like Vettel on pole from back here.
For the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Raikkonen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here.
Wow.
Over a decade ago.
230 Raikkonen did here.
For all of our drivers today. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour.
Oh, we are doing more than 215 here.
With 7 of those coming in the form of
Yeah, did a 220.
Yeah, we did 220 in qualifying pace. That's without a tow. Oh, it's a Mercedes on pole. Vettel's P2. Oh, it's talking about us.
They'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
Is it downforce or power the Ferrari lacks? Neither really, mate. We're kind of in there now. 122.9, so I'm guessing it did start raining. Where is Perez? Perez starts P12.
That grid's all over the place.
Yeah, there's a lot of penalties in this grid. Yeah, mate, we're kind of there or thereabouts now in all the departments. I think the Alpha is a little bit quicker in a straight line with its acceleration. It is 53 laps in a, so we will be starting on the medium, going to the soft. 30 and 23 it reckons. I will add some more fuel because we're going to be in rich for a long time in this race. 4.5 laps extra fuel. That's the one I'm going to use. Let's get this formation lap underway.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start.
Looks amazing inside of the car.
Yeah, very nice on the inside.
We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
Now we do obviously have to be very careful here at turn 1. I might actually just stay back a little bit at the start, that way I don't risk any damage. You might think it sounds a bit weird, but I really don't want to get any damage. I wish I could actually drive in this view. I noticed, by the way, Sinner, it was actually a Merc 1-2 in quali, because Hamilton starts P11 and he had a 10th-place grid penalty, so he was on pole.
Yeah, that's interesting considering the Merc has been nowhere lately.
Looks stable at the moment.
Yeah.
No rain currently expected.
So there's quick cars at the back and there's quick cars in the middle of the field, and this is going to be a crazy race.
Yeah. This is definitely going to be a crazy race. Should be a very good one though. We are sticking back a little bit just so we can make the guys wait on the grid. Obviously it gives them less time to prepare. Obviously, the longer they're sat at the grid, their tyres will be getting colder and colder. Sinner, do you think we should just stay out of it at turn 1, keep our nose clean?
Yeah, I'd be just sticking to the back of the group there.
Right, I'm not actually even going to use ERS.
There'll be a couple of cars you should be able to make mincemeat of going through the track.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is proper Constantino, you know.
Yeah, 3 wide through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually someone has to back
Oh,
out
what
unless
the
you
fuck.
move this track.
I'll use a flashback for that because Science went into my lane and then just slammed on basically. Look at them all, Constantino, you know. Sounds like there's something dragging on the bottom of the car and I don't know what it is. Vettel looks like he's into the lead, by the way, isn't he?
Yeah, that's good.
That is... Whoa, I nearly dropped it.
We know his car's quick.
I nearly spun it on the curb there.
It looks like you touched the grass.
Yeah, Vettel is first at the moment.
Yeah, you think, unless he's got an Alpha behind him, he should be able to drive off.
Yeah. Might try and get a good exit here, try and get a run on Gasly.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
Not quite. Here is where I'll start pushing though, we should be able to start making progress now. They're all still very close though. I can feel the dirty air on my car a lot.
Yeah, you don't want too much of that.
Yeah, just getting a lot of understeer. Right, okay. Let's get focused now, let's start making progress. In hot lap mode, now I'm in overtake mode.
Okay, entering lap 3.
Here we go, we got a massive tow off Gasly. Gasly really squeezed me to the inside there. I do make the position though. Massive lockup from, it looks like, Russell.
Yeah, that's going to hurt his tyres.
Let's try the outside of Sainz. No, not quite going to work there. Now we have DRS. Sainz getting past Russell.
Okay, battery's looking good. You can use
Look at the straight line speed that we have, just no issues at all there. Sainz coming back at me though, because I've messed that line up slightly. But we have DRS somehow. I don't know who we've got DRS off. Perez setting fastest lap at the moment. Vettel still leads. I'm just going to quickly check what tyres everyone's on. So, oh, literally everyone is on the soft apart from us, Sinner.
That's not really a surprise.
Yeah. That is good though, that means when they all come to pit, they will all hold each other up basically. Whereas we can just carry on without having to get held up in the pits.
Yeah, you might find someone that dives in a little bit early and switches to a hard compound.
Yeah.
Because of that reason, you know, I don't want to be stuck in the pits when everyone else is in the pit.
Yeah. Grosjean and Hulkenberg side by side. Oh, they've really compromised each other. Look at the
I'm looking
speed.
towards Bottas.
Yeah, Bottas.
Oh, amazing speed there.
I want to take a look at that. They held each other up, and we just got such a run off that. Like, overtaking 3 cars without even noticing they were there, basically. You see all the sparks coming off our car. Look at this, we don't even have DRS and Hulkenberg can't catch us in a straight line. Oh, a bit of a lock up there. That wasn't too good for me.
Yeah, so I'm looking towards Bottas as one of the ones who jumps onto a hard tyre.
Yeah, obviously we saw in practice he got a lot of running on that hard tyre.
Yeah, he did a couple of sessions in hard tyres.
Yeah.
And he's setting quite competitive laps when you look at his times on a hard tyre.
Yeah, he was. So maybe the Mercedes strategy is box early, go onto the hards.
Yeah, we've seen him play that card before as well.
Yeah, we have. And often it does actually work out pretty well for the Mercs. Weber braking way too hard there. This is good though, this showing that we have decent pace on the medium considering we're catching all these guys. Get Weber here even before the DRS line, that is the power of this Ferrari.
Yeah, maybe the soft tyre isn't doing too well.
Well, you can see at turn 1 that they do have a lot more traction than us. I just want to have a look at the replay because it looks like Vettel is getting challenged by a racing point car. Look at this here. 2 Red Bulls. No, a Red Bull, a McLaren, a Merc, an Alfa Romeo all side by side at turn 1. But yeah, who's
That's
this?
crazy.
Lance Stroll is at the back of Vettel.
He's made ground up.
Yeah. He might be challenging Vettel. He's getting very close. Obviously, if they're all holding each other up though, that's good for us.
Yeah, because it means they're not too far down the road.
Yeah. We've already gone up 7 positions in 6 laps, by the way.
It's what we were thinking, that the very fast Ferrari
Yeah.
at the back of the group is going to dispatch a few cars quite quickly.
I think it will start to get a bit more challenging when we get to the quicker cars, but for the moment, we have very good pace. Oh, there's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. It looks like it might be Vettel and Stroll. Vettel's been overtaken by Stroll. That must have been in the DRS line. I'm a bit confused as to what the yellow flag's for. I don't see anything as of yet. Oh my god, it's Vettel again. You are joking me. That... What? It's Vettel again. His car has died. Wow, this is unbelievable for Sebastian Vettel. He has the worst luck I have ever seen. So that's probably why the Sport Pezza racing car was catching him.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise, actually.
Yeah. Vettel once again, though.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that to happen again.
No. Well, if anything, though, that just shows that we were right to change components in her.
Yeah, because it looks like he hasn't.
Yeah, once again. Oh, it's a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
I backed out of that on Magnussen and Kvyat, I think it is. Just because the yellow flags don't want to risk getting any penalty or anything. So once again, we are the lone Ferrari here that has to try and do something. And we're at our home race in Italy.
Sebastian's got a problem. He's out of the race.
And up to P12.
Yeah.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green
If you
flag.
time the DRS right, there'll be a couple of sitting ducks in front of you.
Yeah, they will. Get it in overtake, and Rich makes it already.
Oh, it's alone.
Alone, says Yol. Nice to see you again, Alone. Glad you could join us, bud. Sorry, I'm late. No problem, man. You're here now, that's what matters.
Line is 2.2
Yeah,
seconds.
in for a great race. It's been crazy so far.
Around the outside of Kvyat there at turn 1. That was pretty decent for me.
He squeezed you too.
Yeah, he really did squeeze me. Yeah, so for those of you who have just joined, like Alone, we started from last due to a penalty, and we are now up to P11. Vettel is out because he didn't change his components, is what I'm guessing. So that's 2 DNFs from the lead in a row for Vettel, just so you know.
And currently there's a racing point in the lead.
Yeah, there's a Racing Point car in the lead. Bit of a lock-up from us there, went in too deep. Bit of gravel.
It's time to use some of this
Kvyat's got
charge.
back past us. Try and hold it around his outside. Don't quite have the grip that he has on the softs. Should be able to dispatch him here though in the DRS zone. There you go, very easy. Oh yeah, Alone, we are also the only car on the medium tyre. Looks like there is a bit of a slow car holding a train up here.
2 seconds.
Here comes Kvyat, he's got DRS on us. Sent it down the inside, fair enough, that was a good move from him. Didn't quite have the grip on these medium tyres to brake as late as he did.
He didn't exactly squeeze him either.
No, I didn't. Whoa, lock up again, back end stepping out.
Okay, good work. Great.
I don't know if you would allow that, Sinner. I'll let you see it. We locked up, back end kicked out. but we obviously jumped the curb and gained the position. What do you think? Do you
for
think?
racing fairness, I would roll it back for racing fairness.
Yeah, I will roll it back then. Kvyat keeps the position then. Obviously we're all about fairness and sportsmanship on this channel.
Yeah, but the game likes to give dumb penalties too, and we don't want to see any of that as well.
Yeah, true. There is definitely a slower car holding some of these guys up. I don't know what car it is. Looks like it might be a McLaren from the map. We might get such a big tour here. $225 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's quick.
Kvyat made a move to the inside though, so I kind of had to back out of it. Perez is now up to P2. We have some serious speed here. Whoa, Kvyat. Defending very aggressively there, Kvyat. There you go though, straight around the outside on the medium tyre. Did you see that snap to the right from Kvyat when we were coming towards him?
Yeah, he really didn't want you to get past him.
He really didn't. We got past him anyway though, outside. Whoa! He's just put me in the wall.
Right. Engine off, engine off.
Thanks, Kvyat. I will use a flashback for that because I'm not having race over. We're now into P11 again. Ooh, a bit wide there because of the dirty air. Kvyat's got a mega run. That Racing Point car has some straight line speed. He's trying it around my outside. I'm leaving him the space. Doesn't quite have our top end speed. Let's take a look at him trying it around the outside. That was a fair enough attempt there from Kvyat, but just doesn't quite have our top end. Massive lockup from Magnussen there. We've got a mega run. We might be able to challenge Magnussen here. Positioning his car very well, just sits in the middle of the road.
Battery charge is high. Let's increase ERS deployment to up the pace.
Yes, Jeff, I am aware of how to use the ERS.
Just in case you never used it before now.
Yeah. Magnussen and Ricciardo side by side. We've got a good run. We've got the ERS in overtake. Nice, we got them both. We are now
Yeah,
into
Ricardo.
a points-paying position. Go on, Sinner.
Ricardo squeezed you just
Yeah.
enough to give you the run on Magnussen there.
Yeah. That just shows, though, we have some serious straight line speed. Magnussen's going to have our DRS, but look at this, even in our DRS he doesn't have the pace to come back at us. Went a bit too deep there. Ricardo's having a look at us. I think we're done with that battle now. I think we'll try and push up. I'm saying that Ricardo's still within our DRS. Oh, I turned in a little too early there. Got a bit of a gap now. See, if people were going to switch to the hard, I'd think they'll be coming in quite soon, Sinner.
Yeah, I'm thinking around lap 17, lap 18.
Whereas our strategy says the softs will do 23, I think.
Yeah,
It's
we can
even
get an
better
idea
than
from when,
Spanner. Sorry, go on.
we can get an idea of how many they're going to do by the bulk of the field.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting to see one or two cars die for the hard tyres.
Yeah, I am. Whoa, massive slide there. I don't know if you caught that on camera, that was a fucking serious slide. Did it look like a slide on stream there, Sinner?
It looked like it pulled to the right.
Yeah.
Can't really see the back end slide, so...
Yeah.
And then when you look at the replay and you think it's going to show it and it doesn't.
Yeah, the replay won't show it. We have very good ERS management here. The Ferrari, of course, with its upgrades, very nice on the ERS department. We're now catching some of the quicker cars, such as the Alfa Romeo and the Merc.
Yeah, you might just force their hand a little bit by catching them.
Yeah. It's still the racing point car of Lance Stroll leading the race, though.
Yeah, how far is Perez behind him?
I'll have a look in just a sec. It's actually not Perez in P2 anymore, Sinner.
That's interesting.
He's stuck behind the McLaren of Butler, I think that is. But we're not that far behind them. So this is...
Yeah,
Go on.
the McLaren should be pretty hard to get around now because of the recent upgrades.
Yeah. Ran a little deep there. Yeah, it's not a pushover car.
Yeah, not now it's not.
We've somehow picked up Bottas's DRS. I thought we were miles behind.
I'm expecting Bottas to pit for the hard tyres now.
Yeah. There's 2 McLarens up here, by the way, just so you know. One's leading this little train, and then there's another one leading the other little train.
Yeah, I'm thinking lap 17, lap 18. We'll see the first movers.
In the gravel a bit there. The dirty air really affects this car, to be fair. Currently in P9. Fastest sector 3 of anybody there. Looks like Bottas's tyres might have died, Sinner.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Look at that, just straight around him there.
Gap to car in front is 1.5 seconds.
How is that exceeding track limits? Bottas, what are you doing, man?
Are you okay?
What a moron.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Bottas just sent it up my inside and just didn't move. I will use a flashback. That Merc is not very fast in a straight line. I don't understand how they got a 1-2 in quali. Hope you guys are all enjoying the stream. Ooh, bit too early on the power there, nearly pushed me off wide. There is 6 cars all battling for position in front of us here, Sinner.
Yeah, it should make the pickings a little bit easier.
Yeah. It's still the McLaren leading this train. I think the McLaren might be really fast in a straight line and then just hanging on in the corners. Here we go, we've got a good run. Dealing with 2 cars once again there.
Yeah, that was an amazing run.
Yeah. We'll take a look at that. Verstappen, by the way, Sinner, is boxing.
We know what he's doing.
Yep, he's sticking a set of hards on.
Yep.
It doesn't look like anyone else is boxing just yet.
Yeah, I'm expecting Bottas to go.
Perez is in P4 now, by the way.
He's going backwards.
Giovinazzi has overtaken him and the McLaren.
Nice.
Bottas looks like he has stopped as well, so
Yeah, that's not too much of a surprise.
ah, lost the position. I won't use a flashback for that because that was completely my mistake. Just went too hot on the brakes. Five viewers at the moment, thank you all for tuning in. I'll do it in a minute, by the way, Sinner.
Yeah, good idea.
We should have a decent run. I'm just going to quickly post a Discord link for all you guys there. One second. Click this. Here you go, guys. I have posted a Discord link there just in case you guys want to join. Of course, keep up to date with everything we post.
Yeah, if you want to talk racing, racing games, racing content, share images, graphics, videos, or whatnot, it's a great place to hang out.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
Jeff said we made that look easy on Norris.
You kind of did when you unpaused it and just went straight round him.
Yeah.
It's kind of eludes the mind that you had an incredible run on him just before you paused it.
Yeah.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Jeff, shut up. I know how to use the ERS. Can't believe we're 3 seasons into this and Jeff thinks we don't know how to use the ERS. Whoa, big snap again there. It's 3 wide up in front. 3 wide through the turn as well. Wow.
Crazy.
There's still 3 wide. Let's take a look at this. One says, cheers, Jeff. Look at this, the 2 Alphas and the McLaren. 3 wide. Perez actually having to tuck back into the slipstream there. Norris is really close to us, he's not got the speed though. These guys fighting has just brought us back into it, but look. Giovinazzi, look how much he squeezed Perez there. Look, Perez goes for the overtake. Giovinazzi properly squeezes him.
Yeah, he's playing nice, isn't he?
And it looks like Giovinazzi keeps the position as well. Although Perez has a good run and he is on the inside. Max Verstappen, fastest lap. That'll be on the hard tyre. Oh, these guys are going slow through here.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
Obviously, Verstappen in the clean air.
Yeah, it's not an amazing lap.
No, it's not. Giovinazzi got back past Perez there. We've got a good run. We got boxed in there though, there's nothing we can do. Outside of Perez. Look at the speed.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
We've got the speed to get past an Alfa Romeo. Finally. What a battle this is though. 2 McLarens, 2 Alphas and the Ferrari. It looks like both McLarens.
Anyway.
Yeah. Looks like both McLarens might be having a go at Perez here as well.
Yeah, their recent upgrades have put them into the conversation.
Yeah, we really have. So we are now up to a podium position, Sinner, and only 2 cars have pitted.
Yeah, and I expect the majority of the field will be coming in the next lap.
Yeah, I won't think they'd go much longer. Ooh, bit deep. Perez got a mega run on there because we went in the gravel slightly. Jesus Christ, Butler absolutely sending it down my inside. I don't know how that knocked my outside front wing off, but okay. Let's take a look at Butler sending it down my outside, inside even. Do you understand this, Sinner?
No.
Where is the logic in me running wide like this, coming back on track, and my outside front wing braking? Okay, game.
I don't know, not unless it hit the curb on the way back in.
Yeah. I'll use the flashback for that, mid-corner. Obviously I'll give Butler the position because I think he was going to get it anyway.
I don't know what happened here, it just looked like it clean snapped off.
Yeah. Back down the inside of Butler.
Good job, nice overtake.
No one pitting yet.
Yeah, around 22, 23 we think.
Verstappen fastest lap. He's got some pace on the hards. Although I think it is mainly just a clear air.
The car in front is a second a lap faster. 1 second.
No, he's not, Jeff. Jeff's just said that Perez is a second a lap faster than us. No, he's
Really?
not.
He's got old tyres.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if the mediums feel good enough, you should go to 31.
The yellow flag.
Okay, clear.
Well, I don't know what it is. Let's take a look, see if we can find anything. Don't see any reason for a yellow up here. There is. I don't understand what that yellow flag's for. Oh wait, is it the McLaren? Oh, it is the McLaren. Lando Norris. Looks like his engine has died or something like that. Yep, look at that. He's out the race. That's a shame because both McLarens looking very strong. Perez is in, Sinner. So is Butler. But the race leader and Giovinazzi stay out.
Yep, that'll be.
Safety car deployed. Slow
There's
down,
another
maintain
VSC,
speed.
so that's going to help Perez.
Safety car is deployed.
That's really going to help Perez and Butler. That must just be for the McLaren that's pulled over. So that's... Ooh, this could be a big thing for us, Sinner.
Okay, slow down, slow down.
Because that means that Perez and the McLaren have lost less time in the pits.
Positive delta until the green flags. Green flag.
Yeah, it depends where they came out at.
Yeah. It looks like they're in a pretty good position though, to be fair, Sinner, from the map.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to drive on now.
Caution, caution.
Yeah, we are. There's the McLaren pulled over to the side. There you go, both of the race leaders are in now. So we need to try and push. It's Verstappen in P2, isn't it? Oh, he's on a set of softs. He's on a set of softs. Okay, Verstappen is on a set of softs, isn't it? So he's two-stopping.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I thought he would have switched to hards for sure.
I did. But no, he is definitely on a set of softs. So is anyone running the hard tyre? No, nobody is even on the hard, Sinner. That is interesting.
Yeah, well, Verstappen will pit again, obviously.
Yeah. Ah. We need to try and push here, get some decent lap times out of this car. So that's why Verstappen's been saying fastest laps, because he's on the soft.
Yeah, open track, first set of softs, and no one, no wonder.
Yeah.
Although it was an amazing lap, it was only 1 minute 22.
Car behind is
I think it was a 21.7 the last one. I think if we get a clean lap, we could beat that though, on these worn mediums. He only caught us by 1/10 of a second on that entire lap. Perez 21.7, that's a bit quicker. And it would be Perez as well, wouldn't it? Oh, I've jumped that low.
Yeah, just have to keep an eye on where he is in relation to where you are.
Well, I'm looking, Sinner, and they've made some ground on Stroll. There's Perez, there's Stroll, there's the other Alpha. There's the other Racing Point as well. Is the other Racing Point in that position, or is he a lap down? No, bloody hell. So, this looks like it could be an interesting mix-up on the podium, Sinner. Because the Racing Point, the McLaren, the Alfa Romeo, and of course us in the Ferrari.
Yeah, it's going to be up there with one of the craziest races of the season so far.
Yeah. This looks like it might be tight for us as well, Sinner, because they look like they're making good ground.
Yeah, the pressure is on.
We will be faster on our next stint though, because of course we'll be on the soft.
Careful on the tyres. Our data is showing some wear. Most likely you'll be able to feel it.
Jeff's saying the tyres are getting worn. They don't feel too bad to me.
Well, if they don't feel too bad, you got to drive.
Yeah.
But you're not even at the window yet, so you got to drive a bit more further first.
Yeah. I'm thinking 31.
Yeah, I'm thinking 31 as well, just to give one less lap on the softs where they're still in better condition.
Yeah, we can be very aggressive on the soft tyres as well.
Yeah, it just depends on how much time you drop between now and then.
Well, obviously I'm going to try and lose as little time as possible.
Yeah, which is always a good strategy.
We're on target to set our personal best lap of the race, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty good for this stage of the race.
Yeah. Yeah, that was our fastest lap by 4/10. Oh, I've had to jump the curb.
Okay.
3-second time penalty, whatever. Use a
how does it
flashback
come
for
up with
that. I know. I quite clearly locked the brakes up and lost time. The front end of this car is actually starting to feel pretty numb, Sinner.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No, it's not.
No, you got to at least make it to lap 30.
Yeah. I'm just actually struggling with the turn in. They're not too bad, they're only on, well, the worst is 47%.
You'll be on the softs.
I'm actually struggling on the brakes more than anything as well.
The car behind is gaining on you by 5/10 a lap.
Fuck's sake. I had to jump that curb a little bit, didn't gain us any time.
Yeah, he's really concentrating right now.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to just get the most out of these tyres.
Yeah, the pressure's on just a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm actually getting a little worried about Stroll and Perez and that lot. I'm not worried about Verstappen because he's going to have to pit again. Oh god, both Alphas setting fastest laps there. Perez is up into P3, let's take a look. This is a little worrying, Sinner.
Yeah, you're gonna have to box on 30 by the looks of it.
I'm gonna go for a P when I box as well, because I do need one. Obviously, actual race car drivers can P in the car. I, of course, do not have that luxury. Our new fastest lap again. Yeah, I'll put it in hot lap mode, Sinner, for this lap, and I'll box.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So I'll be hoping to be setting pretty good sector times. Now it's the McLaren with the fastest lap.
Yeah, they're all on fresh tyres, the track's warmed up a bit. Doesn't look too bad conditions.
Don't forget, box this lap.
We run green and green in sectors. Do you agree, box, Sinner?
Yeah.
Right, I'm pretty certain it's 50 mile an hour. What? I did not speed in the pit lane, I was doing 50. Did you see that, Sinner? I was doing 50, wasn't I? And again. Right, okay.
It was in the green.
Time.
Yeah, it was definitely in the green when you went through.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to quickly nip for a P. I will not be long. Be one sec, folks.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't fall in. Now, well, if you're just joining us, the race started with a few penalties, so the Ferrari started at the back. It was a tough few laps hanging at the back at the start, and then picked its way through the field. And then it's been a tough battle getting to the front. Most of the other cars pitted, so inherited the lead via that. And Ferrari is a quick enough car to hold the lead. So, but you know, this is a pit period coming up now, and they're going to have to drive around a few cars to get back in the lead on a fresh set of tyres. There's a couple of very quick cars that are going to be in front of him, so it's going to be quite a difficult finish for the race, but we believe the Ferrari has the power to be able to do something about the situation.
I am back. Sorry about that, folks. I did have to quickly nip to the toilet. Right, we're back.
Complete, go now.
1.9 second stop.
I just gave everyone a rundown of what happened up until this point.
Alright, awesome to know. Okay, so every single person that we were racing is in front of us. But we're on the soft tyre. I think we can do this, Sinner.
Yeah, it's doable. They aren't going to make it easy for you, but it's doable.
Oh, the car just feels so much better on the brakes.
Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment.
I feel refreshed now, I can actually concentrate.
And he didn't fall in.
Purple sector 2 straight away. And we're going to get Stroll. We got him.
Made short work of that.
Yeah.
Awesome run in off the turns on him.
Yeah. So much grip.
Just crept right up to the back of him.
Oh my god. That was very aggressive. I will take that though. I know it was extremely aggressive, but still. I think that's fair. Do you, Sinner?
That's a pretty good move.
Granted, we locked up, made a little bit of contact, but I would say that was fair. Man got skill. Making short work of them. Yeah, I did hit him a little bit, but we just bounced off the curb.
You don't want to be doing too much of that, you got to look after these tyres.
Yeah, true.
The gap behind us is 2.0 seconds.
The Ferrari team did an awesome job on the pit stop. 1.9 seconds has just put you back in the race, you know?
Yeah, it really has.
From P20.
Yeah, from P20, let's not forget that. It's not like we've had an easy ride either.
The power of the Ferrari has helped a little bit. Straight line speed has helped a little bit more. But you've had to contend and battle the entire way through the field.
Yeah. I think we were up to P3 before anyone had made a stop, weren't we?
Yeah. Actually, no, because Max and that stopped.
Oh yeah, they stopped early, didn't they?
Yeah.
We're catching Perez. That was a massive slide. I will actually show you guys that. It's probably not going to show it on the third person camera, but I can slow it down and show you the interior view. Oh, in fact it did actually show it a little bit there. You can tell there it's sliding. But if we watch it from on board, you'll see here, going round, and there's the slide, there's the correction. It only looks minor.
You can actually see it this time.
It only looks like a minor one, but you can see it's at 160 miles an hour. So it is actually quite a big slide.
Yeah, that was too much of the inside curb.
Yeah, it was. This is going to be fastest lap of the race, definitely. There you go, 1:20.2.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Yeah, it's not as quick as we saw in practice, but it's decently quick.
Yeah. I love how we're nearly caught Verstappen as well, and he's not pitted again yet.
Yeah, maybe he was banking on it to rain.
Maybe he was, yeah, that could be what he was trying to do, because it did say it were going to rain.
Knowing that everyone has to come in on, you know, if it does rain, everyone has to come in again, so...
Yeah.
Jinx. Although it depends on how far he's in front, he could slide in sixth and pick up a couple of positions on a fresh set of tyres too.
Yeah. We're going to have a go at Perez in the DRS. Yes.
Nice move.
Cheers, innit? So we are now technically in the lead. Unless it starts really pouring down right now.
We're a +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Yeah, it's not as bright and sunny as it was a little earlier.
Yeah, it's not.
It wasn't looking too bad 10 laps ago as clouds are starting to roll in.
Yeah, it's looking quite cloudy coming down this section of the track. Verstappen is in the pits. He's given up on that idea. Weather report.
Say again,
Sorry.
you're breaking up. Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Oh, Jeff just not giving it me. Oh, you son of a bitch. That's me trying to talk to Jeff there. Let's see if you can see the back end step out there on the brakes. You can't really tell, but the back end was gone. If I go to this view, but you see we turned in, back end, no grip at all.
Yeah, that's because you were distracted trying to talk to Jeff.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to Jeff.
And he's like, he's not having none of it.
Weather report.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Okay, weather is clear, says Jeff.
Okay.
Oh, I've done it again trying to talk to Jeff. Oh my god, I've lost my concentration trying to talk to Jeff. Go away, Perez, go away.
Stop trying to talk to Jeff.
Oh, Perez having a go around my outside.
Battery charge is high. Let's increase ERS deployment to up the pace.
I need to know if it's gonna rain or not. Fucking hell, I dropped 4 seconds in that lap, isn't it?
Yeah. Taking your eyes off the road.
Oh.
ETA is about 15 minutes.
Now he's telling us we might see some rain in 15 minutes. Even though I literally just asked him and he said it's fine.
Yeah. He just wanted you to lose some time, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, bastard. Ooh, fucking hell. Perez. Alfa Romeo still has some straight line speed.
So maybe around that 47.
Yeah.
We might start seeing a bit of rain.
The Alpha has better acceleration than us, but it doesn't have the top end.
Yeah, on this track it doesn't quite help.
Around some of the lower speed tracks, it definitely helps them out. Giovinazzi has dropped 8 seconds to us two now. So it looks like it's going to be a straight fight between me and Perez once again. It always comes down to me and Perez, doesn't it?
Yeah, lately.
Like, no matter how close it is early on, we always seem to end up breaking away, don't we?
Yeah, well, Perez started what, 13th?
Yeah, and we started 20th.
Yeah, it was a crazy start to the race. They had very quick cars at the back and in the middle of the park.
They didn't leave us
That's why
any
for
room there.
For a large section of the race, there was a racing point in front.
Yeah. Perez just dropped a lot of time to us there. I don't know what happened there. I don't think I squeezed him or anything. I think I was very fair in my overtake.
Looks like he just backed out of the throttle.
Yeah. I was very fair with my overtake there. I left him plenty of room, didn't I?
You could have squeezed him.
I could have.
Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment.
So it's me and Perez fighting, and then it's Butler and Giovinazzi fighting.
Line is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Yeah, the McLaren has been surprisingly quick.
Yeah.
Like, their power has dramatically increased lately.
Definitely lately.
And there's no sign of the Mercs anywhere.
Perez, he's got a good run. Why, motherfucker.
Our tyre data is looking positive so far. We think there's plenty of life left in these for the
Fair play to Perez. He's making me crack under the pressure, to be fair.
Yeah, you go back a little bit, and it was initially a distraction that you caused.
Yeah.
That's how he got back on you.
Nice move. Good job.
Back and front.
Yeah, it's a little worrying because he's on medium tyres.
I know. Whoa, he braked very late and then locked up, so we kind of had to back out of that. To avoid his car, so I don't want to get any damage. Switching it to the inside on him there. My car just took off over the curb. This is a battle though. Wait, it looks like the two Williams cars have crashed. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, the Williams cars. No, look, they've crashed with a Red Bull. Just locked up, touched his inside, and then just dropped it. And then the other Williams.
Saints.
Yeah, it is science. He locked up, touched him, and this guy just run into his own teammate. Now they're getting going again, but is that going to cause a safety car because of the debris on track? Oh, massive slide again. Jesus Christ. Perez sending it down our inside. We've managed to hold it around the outside. But you can see the back end went on me there. Too much inside curb. Doesn't look like it's going to cause a safety car. Perez has got a mega run.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
Oh, he's coming back at me again. This is a frigging battle. Wow, this is actually really intense. Let's take a look. So we went around the outside at turn 1. And then he just got such a massive run off the turn. Got back up our inside. Sinner, you have to agree this is a battle.
Yeah, this whole race has been a tough battle.
Rain in 10 minutes, says Jeff.
Yeah, that's about, what, lap 48?
Maybe just a bit after that. But what Jeff didn't tell us is if it's heavy rain or light rain.
Yeah, it's pretty vague sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when he tells you it's fine and then it's gonna rain.
Yeah, 2 minutes later. Oh, it's gonna rain.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
it well.
Yeah, the blue sky is starting to disappear.
Yeah, it is. Turning more to a grey colour. Oh, a bit of contact between me and Perez has spun. Oh my god, he's dead!
If it takes too much damage.
I don't... I'm a bit confused there. I didn't turn in on him.
Alright, let's have a look at that on replay.
I don't know. I left him plenty of space. Look, I'm nowhere near the apex, left in a lot of room. He just went straight into me. What do you think, Senna?
Get a better camera angle.
If you're right on board with Perez, you see I am not crowding him. He's going straight. He's going straight over that curb. He's turning now. Hits me. And then just drops it.
I would say that's his bad.
I mean...
He was up on the curb and slid.
Yeah.
That's his bad.
Like, you see there, he's on the curb. He hits us. And then his back end just goes. I would say that's not our fault.
That's his bad.
So you agree continues, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin what is a good race, but that was Perez's mistake, not ours. So I'm going to continue on. We've actually picked up a yellow front wing for that as well, when Perez went into us. Oh, we have no front end now. I don't know how...
far in front of Butler?
Go on, what?
How far in front of Butler are you?
Increase ERS deployment.
Couple of seconds, I think. 5 seconds.
How long does it take to change your front wing?
Oh, it's a full pit stop. And an extra, like, 5 seconds for the wing. We're gonna have to stay out. But even the back marker, George Russell, has now caught us.
Oh, don't let him round you.
Don't let Russell round me.
No.
Oh, I've
Keep
not really
him
got
with-
much choice.
keep him between whoever's behind you.
Oh, it's gone very grey, Sinner. And I think it is starting to rain, Sinner.
It looks like it.
I think-
you just have to drive.
I think if it comes to where we need to pit, Sinner, if the weather gets that bad, I think we should change the front wing. Do you agree?
Yeah, probably. You'd have a couple of laps to try and gain something back.
Yeah.
Though, There is raindrops, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. There is definitely raindrops. Yep, all through Sector 1 there is rain. Oh, I'm getting worried now. Oh, you fucker. It's getting very greasy in Sector 2. Well, still technically Sector 1, but... Whoa.
Perez has just posted the fastest lap of the race.
Perez, fastest lap. Where's my blue flag for Russell? Got 7 viewers at the moment. Thank you all for tuning in. That's awesome. Oh, now we've got blue flags.
5 minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain.
Jeff says it's still 5 minutes till rain. That's not true. I can see the rain already.
Yeah, maybe he means heavy rain.
Maybe. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but accelerating out of turn 1, I'm just wheel spinning. Granted, it's not appallingly bad, but it is very greasy.
Let's increase ERS deployment to up the pace.
Oh, we've seen it way worse.
Yeah. It's getting pretty greasy though, Sinner.
Yeah, you just gotta drive.
I think because it is getting greasy, they're not actually catching us as much as they would be. So it's still 4.6 seconds. Russell shouldn't overtake us here because he'll just get blue flag straight away.
There's a comment from Maddie.
From who?
Maddie.
Oh, Legend Man. If you was Perez though, you would have defo been a flashback, lol. Shut up! That was Perez's mistake, not mine.
Oh yeah, that was his bad.
If I judged it to be my mistake, Matty, I would have used a flashback and let him carry on. Oh, it's so greasy on this track. Oh, Russell, what are you doing, man? You're just ruining my line.
Yeah, it might be because the front wing has also got a bit of damage. You're feeling it a bit more as well.
Yeah, maybe.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I might actually let Russell through, Sinner, because he's going to cause me some grief.
And he's going to get blue flagged as soon as...
Yeah, true.
I'm sure you can feel it already, but we're starting to notice some
Oh, Jeff's warning me about tyre wear now.
Oh, we know, Jeff, we know.
Russell, stop it, man.
Yeah, he really wants to unlap himself.
Yeah, he does. He's literally just helping them to catch me more, though. I'm trying to use all my ERS so I can get away from Russell. Ah. Whoa, fucking hell. Back end nearly went there.
Yeah, I'm suggesting that you're going to be driving the last lap on dead tyres.
They already feel dead. Russell, you are not unlapping yourself, stop.
Be advised moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
Three laps to go.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
To everyone watching, seriously thank you for checking out the stream. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome to see so many people watching as well. Oh, I can see the raindrops properly now, Sinner. You can see it coming over the
just
top of the car.
Keep your eye on the pits.
Well, there's only 2 laps left though.
Yeah,
Whoa.
but if a safety car comes out and
Russell, fuck off, man. Whoa, Jesus Christ.
you know, like where it rained a couple of races ago where it was that heavy,
Yeah, true.
undrivable on soft tyres.
I think it's the fact that my soft tyres are so worn now.
Yeah, the grip is long gone and the track is greasy.
Very. Whoa, it's so hard on the brakes now. I'm gonna have to let Russell go because I've just no grip. I don't know if you can see this.
We can see you struggling, yeah.
Look at that slide there. Like, bit curb, but look at the slide. That's right on board. Look, here we go. Over the curb. And look, on the power, the car is gone. I've got to use so much corrections. There was actually spray being kicked off my tyres now. Whoa, fucking hell.
Yeah, that's usually a cue for too much curb.
Yeah.
This is your final lap.
Final lap of the race, you know.
There's only one
Oh, what
Yeah,
the
it's been a
fuck?
crazy race.
I could not get anywhere near the power there. Locked up the brakes massively into the turn, and then look, the back end is just completely gone. I want to see that from on board. So let's play it. Oh, we're in. Back end is gone. Correct the back end. And then it's gone again. I mean, it's fun, but I'm a bit worried. Whoa. I'm changing up so early just so I can be careful on the throttle. Oh fuck, they're getting close. I'm glad this is the last lap. Oh, thank God for that. Whew.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a tough race.
That was a fucking tough race.
What a fantastic race it was.
Whew.
Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Oh yeah, I've got a new helmet by the way, just in case you can see that there.
That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough,
Cheers, Alon.
you end up winning the
Appreciate
race.
it, bud.
It was great to watch as well, though, wasn't it? Forget
Yeah, some nice driving,
time management.
tough race.
Who doesn't love a good
Cheers, Sinner.
old-fashioned scrap?
From the back.
Here come our winners
Yeah,
now.
from the
A
back.
thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history
Huge
is well
battle with
known,
everyone
so
along
it's
the
no
way.
surprise
Big
to
battle
fans
with
the world
Perez.
over to see them come out on top once again.
Struggle with the broken wing and the wet track at the end.
Yeah. Look at that. Butler and Giovinazzi on the podium though.
That's a big result for both of those guys.
Yeah. So that's 2 Italian cars on the podium as well.
So, let's review the driver's standings. Lewis increases their championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day.
Perez got
Anthony
P9.
Davidson. Who do you pick?
I have to give it to
Yeah,
Lewis.
it's a
He did
pretty good
great job
recovery
getting the
after
most out
his
of their tyres without
bit of
losing
a brain
pace.
snap.
Something that's a
Yeah.
very handy skill to have in modern day Formula One.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors'
Lance Stroll
Championship.
P4.
Ferrari continued to extend the gap at the top of the table. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas.
Yeah, that's a pretty good result for Lance Stroll. He was
Yeah.
leading the race for a good chunk of it.
He was, yeah.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So we now have an 87-point lead against Perez. Basically because he made a mistake. 2 DNFs, I think. Yeah, Lando Norris and of course Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, it's such a shame for Sebastian. He was in the lead again.
Yeah.
And his car broke.
That's 2 races in a row where he's been leading and his car's broke. Let's take a look at the highlights, and this one should be an action-packed highlight, really. Let's just hope it gets the good camera angles.
You see the Ferrari at the back off the start? Yeah, that's where he was.
Yeah, we stayed at the back through turn 1 as well, no silly dive bombs. Airplanes
Yeah,
1, 2, 3 says, bloody good race, mate, well done. Thank you very much, Airplanes 1, 2, 3.
Awesome comment, man.
Yeah, awesome, thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you see the first lap in a bit, he was at the back and he just hung back.
Yeah, I didn't want to get any damage. Of course, we were on the medium tyre as well. Look at the speed we've got here, though. Oh, that's where we got boxed in slightly.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll show the 3 cars at once.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the McLaren sending it down our inside.
And the weird part was none of those cars were anywhere near the front at that time of the race.
Yeah. All those battles we were having was for like P6, P7. Nice one, Alon. Appreciate that, bud.
Yeah. Very nice alone.
Awesome to show you sport like that, bud.
Yeah, that's hell awesome.
Oh, look at that cool slow-mo. Oh, is this where Perez crashes? It is! That's Perez's crash in the highlight reel! And some more slow-mo. Slow-mo slide! Yes! That looked good! Oh, is that all the highlights, really?
It was a way better race than that.
Yeah. But P20 to the win at the home Grand Prix. I'm very happy with that. And it was not an easy race at all.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Yeah, and it rained to cap it all off.
Formula 1 today, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, more like Dodgems than Formula 1. I'm pretty certain this is on about Perez. So I'm going to go, you're right, it was like a fairground ride with all those clowns.
You took the top points today.
Was it a comfortable win? Ooh. I think if it had stayed dry, it could have been. I'm going to go with, it was fantastic. The car, the engine, the team, it's been amazing.
Did you struggle to get through all that?
Which it has been.
Yeah, it has. Did you struggle to get through the traffic? Not really. I'm just going to give it to the power advantage because that was, I think, the main thing there, really. That top end.
You and Devon weren't far apart by the end of the race. How evenly matched are you?
Obviously I'm very sportsman-like, so I'm not going to rub it in his face with that one. I'm going to say he doesn't have my team and car.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Claire. Actually asking some relevant questions for once.
Yeah. She sometimes does it.
Yeah. It's very rare. It's also very rare that the stream doesn't die anymore, so I'm glad that that's been going for the entire race. That's good.
Yeah, the last couple have been a bit
Iffy.
of a downer.
But we are absolutely trouncing Vettel in this rivalry. Lots of resource points as well. We should get the bonus for doing the sessions. Yeah, we do. So, let's take a look.
It was fantastic to see you up on that podium.
Obviously, it is Singapore next time out. So we're gonna want
one of his favourite tracks.
Now we could get a minor brake upgrade, but I'm not actually sure what that'd do. Because the brakes feel pretty good. Oh, there's a tyre wear upgrade which you can't afford. I think we're going to be wanting to push for downforce really. But we need it in 1 week. So we've got the front downforce coming in for Singapore. And I'm going to get a rear downforce upgrade as well. So now for Singapore we should have an ultimate engine power upgrade, which probably won't help that much, but we will also have 2 minor aero upgrades, which, if it's correct, should give us the fastest car for Singapore, as long as Alfa Romeo don't improve their car in that time. But that is 2 wins in a row for us, 2 DNFs in a row for Vettel. But this is definitely a tough championship, Sinner.
Yeah, I think so, and it's still too early to call.
Yeah. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds left. So this could go right down to the wire.
Yeah, at the start of the season we weren't expecting the Ferrari to be this good, and now, you know, the championship is in contention and we're starting to look towards the championship and to look at where the main challenge is going to come from, and it appears to be it's an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
And we know if Alfa can get it right on the day, you know, they can definitely take home the mass amount of points that can be grabbed. We know they can do it, so it is going to go all the way to the wire.
Yeah. Definitely. And another thing I've just noticed as well, Antonio Giovinazzi has a fair few more points than Vettel does, so we might actually start struggling in terms of the Constructors' title.
Yeah, the DNFs from Vettel aren't really helping the team.
No, they're not. Because Vettel is 199 points away from us. And let's be fair, Vettel's had 3 DNFs and 2 races to write off, but he should have won in Canada, should have won in France, should have won Belgium and Italy, really. So that is mainly just Vettel's car's consistency, and of course his own driving consistency.
Yeah, it doesn't tell us what's going wrong with his car.
Yeah. But obviously we don't actually have that much of a reliable car, because we've had to change components quite a lot, and we're already on our 4th gearbox, which we'll probably have to change quite soon as well to finish off the season. So
yeah, new engine, and then you had to rebuild components around the engine, and
yeah. But I think what that is mainly is that because we've been changing the components, we've been dealing with the penalties, whereas Vettel hasn't been dealing with the penalties. He's just been retiring.
He's been taking chances.
Yeah, which isn't helping the team at all. But that's going to pretty much do it for this episode, folks. I do really hope you enjoyed. Sinner, of course, as always, it's been brilliant having you with me.
It's been a pleasure to be on the stream with you.
Thank you. Cheers to...
Can I also...
Oh, yep, go on.
Can I also say thanks to Alone, May, Maddie, and Airplane for writing comments and supporting the stream?
That's exactly what I was just about to do. But yeah, thank you to all you guys for tuning in and dropping a comment. Really helps the channel out, stuff like that. Gets us out there a little bit more.
Oh yeah, it makes the stream so much more enjoyable to engage with you guys as well.
Yeah, definitely it does. And of course we have posted the Discord link, so if any of you guys who aren't already in the Discord, if you watch this and you want to join the Discord, there is a link for that. Obviously keep up to date with everything we post and stuff like that. If you just like talking about racing and stuff like that, that's the place to go.
Yeah, and if you have any trouble accessing the link because it's expired or whatever, just drop a message in the channel for
Yeah, just
King
drop
of
a
Talk.
comment or anything like that, and I'll invite you to it. But yeah, what a fantastic Grand Prix that's been. P20 to P1, really tough race, and as I said, do really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to press that like, comment, subscribe button, all that good stuff, and of course hit the bell icon.
Oh, he means if you really enjoyed it, he means if you really loved the content, please just give it a little thumb up or just give us a shout out. You know?
Yeah, just give us a shout.
He really does love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's always awesome to see, especially when there's so many of you commenting as well. You know, it makes me smile, to be honest. Really, really appreciate it. It's really good fun talking to everyone. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Well, not today. I will be streaming probably GT Sport later on, and maybe something else as well. So keep your eye on the channel today is what I will say, because there will be a few more streams coming out today. So I've seen that someone has just pressed the like button. Thank you very much to whoever that was. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and see you next time.